Y'all, we're going to talk about bad weeks of trucking. We're going to start with this week. So Monday, go to pick my load up. They didn't have the numbers in their system. Took me 5 hours to get my load. Left out there Monday. Was supposed to deliver Wednesday, but because it took all day, that wasn't happening. So I come out of the house into a jackpot. That's how I start the week. Deliver on Thursday morning. Pick up Thursday. And that load I had to get a pickup number for, because it was a C.H. Robinson load, and C.H. Robinson is the worst of the worst when you get a load from a broker. There's always something messed up on it. The address wasn't right on it. You know, I didn't have the information that I needed. So I got that load picked up, went to deliver Friday morning. Now I needed a drop-off number. Didn't have that. Called, managed to get one of those. Then I had to go to the correct address to actually drop it off. And then I picked up my load. No problem, believe it or not, which is unusual for the place I picked this load up from. This morning, hit the road, and I get a SRC failure code, the DEF system. Okay, I've had this happen before. Last time it was a broken wire. So I went from Maryland down to Virginia. I stopped in Virginia, and I got this code kind of looked at. Well, this Kenworth dealer I stopped at is not one of these 24/7 ones like I normally deal with. They were there. He kind of just reset everything for me, updated my engine software to the current version. That didn't fix the problem, but it got me a little further down the road. Now I'm sitting here with 59 minutes left till an engine derate, and it's about an hour to the dealership that I want to go to. Well, I'm out of hours of driving anyway, so I'm sitting here and, you know, I'm like, well, I'm going to wait, do my 10-hour break. But, you know, it already derated torque, and I don't know what's going to happen when it derates next. What's it going to do? Is it going to drop me to 5 mile an hour? Because that's what it does eventually. Or is it just going to drop me down to where it's only going to go 55 miles an hour for a little bit? So I need to get over there to the dealer. But the last dealer, basically, he thinks that maybe a sensor that's gone bad. Of course, this is a sensor that's on national back order. It's 2 weeks out just over at that place. And what they've been doing is what I've heard they're doing. And essentially, they'll go through the engine manufacturer. They'll get the approval through the engine manufacturer to basically reprogram and delete that sensor from the system, basically bypass it. So it'll leave the code in there, but it won't derate the motor when they figure out that the sensor's bad and there's not actually anything going on in this deal. Now, being that I've had, you know, the code that got pulled this time, I don't know what the code last time was. It's just that on the dashboard of the truck, when it starts throwing codes, is when it starts telling you, okay, you got a problem and what system you have a problem in, but it doesn't tell you the specifics. You got to have the computer hooked up to do that. So now I'm sitting here. Doubt I'm going to make my Monday load. I don't know. I'm going to go over to the dealership in the middle of the night probably, or maybe in the morning. I don't know. Because I tried calling these people and I didn't get an answer from them. So I basically just have to sit here for a while and figure out, you know, am I going to be able to make it home? Is this going to be something I got to reprogram? Is this a sensor they're going to have in stock? Did the wire break again like the last time this happened? I don't know. And the other thing I didn't tell you, you could have seen it. Yeah, so when I went to open up that load, it had a metal seal on there. And I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I've never had a metal seal cut me before, but I was so aggravated and I wasn't thinking, and I pulled on that, and I kind of cut myself, both fingers. The middle finger was the main one, because that was the one that I was pulling with, and then it caught my index finger as well, because that got caught up in there. Yeah, so it is what it is. But that, you know, that's a challenging week of trucking. And we're not even going to get into the damn fuel costs that I've been going through this. But today alone, I spent almost $700 filling up with fuel and DEF. The only good, if there is a good spot to this, apparently if it is this sensor, the side that's working is the level sensor side. So I still have my level. It tells me my DEF tank's full, that it's going down, stuff like that. But to code it through was a DEF quality issue, which makes you think that I've got bad DEF or something. Apparently this sensor's got two sides to it. And, you know, it's the quality side that apparently is, you know, malfunctioning. Now, this is a week that I have flat had enough of. I'm ready to be done with it. I just need the damn thing to get fixed, and I need it to work, and I need to carry on doing what I need to do. This is precisely why, and this goes all the way back to when they started putting electronics on trucks. I started driving in 06. They already had electronics on trucks, even back then. But this is precisely why I said trucks never should have had electronics on them. They should always have stayed mechanical engines, mechanical everything, because when you introduce electronics into things, all it does is screw up. You see it with cars, you see it with computers, your cell phone, you see it at your house. Electronics are made, they fail. They make things easy for a lot, but when you're sitting here trying to make a living in a truck and a sensor goes out, and it's the sensor. There's nothing wrong with the DEF fluid. You know, everything else is working. It's just an electrical gremlin, because when they put these trucks together, they think zip ties are how you hold wires to the frame. It's just causing breaks everywhere you go. So, you know, and there's more wire in this thing than there is in your house. It's ridiculous. Hey, you got 64 different computers in here, all communicating to one computer, and if one system fails, it's going to shut this system down, it's going to shut that down, which is fine. They're trying to protect the motor. You know, they don't want to put a $40,000 motor in there for a $1,000 sensor, $200 sensor, $500 sensor, whatever. I understand that. Should have left the things mechanical. Should have left things simple. They worked, freight moved, and you had to know what you were doing. Okay? You had to pay attention. You had to be a truck driver. Now you got steering wheel holders running around out here with electronics, don't even know how to shift gears because they've got automatic transmission trucks. And it's made everything, you know, far less safe. Just there's too much laziness. Electronics has let us get lazy. But at the same token, it's also let me make these videos. So I'm a hypocrite. I love to hate what I love to use, but I can't have it. You know, if I had a mechanical truck and this thing wasn't, you know, commanded by, you know, 64 computers trying to run through one area, you know, I mean, these electronic systems, one thing goes bad, the entire system doesn't know what to do anymore. It can't figure it out. It just shits, you know, it just shits the bed. It's just sitting there going, what in the hell? What do I do now? I've had it, people. If I had a mechanical truck, I'd be sleeping right now. I'd be getting up. I'd be driving on down to Texas and making my delivery on time because the motor works. I went to school for auto mechanics. You know, I know how motors work. I even know how diesels work a little bit, okay? Without all the electronic stuff, I'd just be driving straight down the road, making my delivery on time, getting things moved, instead of sitting here going, oh geez, I wonder if I gotta wait 2 weeks for a fucking sensor. Get real, people. This electronic bullshit's gonna kill us. This is gonna starve you. It's a driver shortage? No, now it's a truck shortage because you got 20 fucking trucks on the side of the road with broke sensors instead of making deliveries. Guess what? The shit you want in Walmart's not gonna be there.